Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to Surround Scent, where I teach you to elevate your surroundings to a sanctuary through the magic of fragrance, using candles, colognes, car scents, body wash, deodorant, basically all things fragrance. We're aromatherapy at this point. But today is Sunday, May 19th, 2024, so I'm bringing you the first ever Sunday Scoop, which is going to be my news segment devoted to all things fragrance. So I'm going to be bringing you the newest men's fragrances, newest women's fragrances, the new news and latest and greatest reads and watches to keep you up to date in the fragrance community. And last, I'm going to be bringing you perfume porn, which is going to be the most beautiful perfume bottles and cologne bottles you will ever see. So we're going to start it off with the new men's fragrances, starting with Pepe Jeans London, which I actually didn't even know Pepe Jeans made fragrances, but that's dope. But they have Addictive for him and Addictive for her. And what really drew me to these ones, or what really draws me to them, is the actual bottle design. The bottle design is like a cocktail shaker, like a martini shaker. Like, I really love it. And then the that's for him, and the for her is like a martini or like a cocktail glass. So it's really cool how they go hand in hand, play off of each other. Really think that's dope. Next, we're going to move into one beautiful bottle design to another. We have Kenzo Home Santal Marin, and Kenzo Home Santal Marin is actually a beautiful bottle design. It invokes like a bamboo shoot, a cut bamboo shoot, which is really dope. And it has the blue and black gradient. Next, we have Oud for Greatness Neo from Initio Parfums, and Oud for Greatness, the original was wildly popular. People loved that one, took the internet by storm. So I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Next, we have Guess, which I actually didn't know Guess made fragrances either, but they have an Amore line, which encompasses Roma, Portofino, Capri, and Venezia. So make sure you check those out. Then we have Club de Nuit, which everyone knows about. Club de Nuit broke the internet with the Club de Nuit clone, or inspired by Creed Aventus. But they have Precious One, and I love the spelling. Like, it's not precious, it's Precious. Very classy, very sophisticated, really suit and tie. I love that. Next, we have Spice Bomb Dark Leather, and we actually have a link to a review from Fragrantica from Marcus Metropolis for that one. All of these fragrances actually will be linked down low in the description, so you can take your own time to check those ones out. But next, we'll move on to Roja Dove Hot Perfumery 20. Versace Eros Energy, definitely looking out for the Versace Eros Energy, love that line. Aqua de Parma Mandarino Melissimo, and from one aqua to the next, Aqua di Gio from Armani Profundo Parfum. Next, we have Invictus Aqua, the 2024. I'm hoping it's better than the original, because I've never really been a fan of the Invictus Aqua line, really of any of the Invictuses. I really do love the Invictus Victory and the Invictus Platinum, though. Those are my joints right there. Now we're going to round off the list with Calvin Klein Eternity Aromatic Essence. And I have a link to a review, kind of a mini review, just some thoughts given by School of Scent. So make sure you check that out, man. He gave a video on his new and upcoming fragrances where he showcased that one, and I really like what he had to say about it. So man, check that out. That's going to be Calvin Klein's Eternity Aromatic Essence. And now we'll move on to the women's fragrances, the perfumes. We have Versace Bright Crystal Parfum and Bright Crystal Noir Parfum. Then we have Kayali with a slew of fragrances. They have Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar, and then they have I like to call it in a bottle line or in a bottle collection. It's going to be Maldives, Maui, Marrakesh, and Capri in a bottle, all from Kayali. Next, we have Bond No. 9's New York Gardenia. And those are going to round out my perfumes, or my women's fragrances. Next, we're going to do some exclusive line fragrances. We have Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc has come out with 4 new exclusive line fragrances, so make sure you check those out. Those look promising. Then we have Diorissimo from Dior for the ladies, and Chanel Comete from Chanel. Next, we're going to move on to the meat and potatoes, man, what you came here for, the exclusive news stories. So we have KFC of all things, starting it off. KFC is actually coming out with a fragrance to promote a new barbecue chicken sandwich. So yeah, I don't know what to think about that, whether I want to smell like fried chicken. But apparently the actual fragrance is not supposed to be chickeny. It's supposed to smell like charcoal and, you know, woody, you know, a burnt vibe, burnt smoky essence. Also, don't know if I want to smell like that, but you know, maybe at the barbecue. Memorial Day is coming up, so we'll see. Next, we're gonna move on to Bella Hadid. Actually has released Aura Bella. These are gonna be 3 fragrances from her brand new fragrance line, and it's gonna be in collaboration with Ulta Beauty. So you can only find these fragrances at Ulta, so make sure you check that out. Next, we have Lalique teams up with Bentley to release a super expensive fragrance, 4 figures. It's going to be a black crystal bottle with the flying spur bee. The bottle actually looks amazing, really looks elegant, and the actual juice inside, from what I saw, notes definitely look like they must be super high quality for that price tag. But next we move on to you know, one high price tag to the next. We have vintage Chanel number 5, which actually sold for $62,000. So that really begs the question, like, how much would you pay for a cologne? How much would you pay for a piece of history? You know, a cologne or a fragrance that was actually a piece of history. You know, that's because that's going to go down in history. 62 grand, definitely. Next, we have Afnan actually releases Zamaya fragrances, which is going to be an offshoot from Afnan fragrances. And the actual bottle designs, they really give me inspired by vibes, inspired by Initio perfumes or inspired by Mimo Paris, like really to a T. Really, you can tell that they really took some inspiration from those fragrances. But Give Back Beauty actually is taking over Mercedes-Benz licensing. So Give Back Beauty will now be in charge of the licensing for Mercedes-Benz fragrances. So we'll see if that changes anything going forward. And last but not least, we have Afnan releasing the Portrait line. Afnan has Portrait and Afnan has Portrait Revival. From the Portrait line, Revival is going to be more up my alley, more of like a gourmand scent, you know, sweet, sexy, rich, seductive. Portrait is actually going to be more of like masculine and earthy, you know, I kind of described it like a clay, you know, earthy vibe to it. So yeah, we'll see about those. But that's going to be all the top stories from General Fragrance News. Next, we'll move on into the retailer news. So Macy's was a slow week in news, really no news, but I did want to showcase some outstanding gifts that they have. So some of the free gifts they have are bags on bags on bags on bags. They really in their bag, I'm trying to tell you. They have bags from Versace, Polo, Jimmy Choo, Dior, Michael Kors, Calvin Klein. But the star of the shows were Azzaro having a wireless speakers, and Hugo Boss actually having a soccer ball if you buy you know, a fragrance. So I really thought the wireless speakers, that really stood out to me. That's really making it worth your while to get a fragrance from. Moving on to Sephora, Forbes.com actually had an outstanding article on Drunk Elephant, which is, if you don't know, it's like a skincare routine line, you know, skincare for it's actually being marketed to teens and you know, obviously marketed to women, but it's actually being marketed to younger teens, tweens, preteens. And there's actually a bunch of controversy surrounding that, because it's like, you know, these products can potentially be harmful to the skin if they're being used on someone who's too young. But then also it's like, where does the responsibility come in? It's like, is it the parents' responsibility, or is it the actual company's responsibility to fully market and disclose and make sure that they're not, you know, giving their product to someone who it shouldn't be intended for? So yeah, man, that's definitely a good read, sparked some debate, man. Let me know what you guys think. Next, we're moving on to rumors and speculation that Ulta Beauty CEO was being sued have been debunked, because it was taking the internet by storm too. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, everything. But the Ulta Beauty CEO, as of yet, is not being sued. And actually, they didn't even get the gender right. The Ulta Beauty CEO is not even actually a woman. All these articles and posts were saying that a woman was being sued, but actually the CEO was a man. So anyway, we're off that. Moving on. The iconic office towers from that house Saks Fifth Avenue, actually they are looking for housing and residential renovation. They actually want the top portion above Saks Fifth Avenue to be used for housing. So it's like, that's actually, you know, cool, you know, depending on, you know, who you are, how you look at it. Where I'm from, it's a bit of a social faux pas, you know, a bit tacky to be living above a store. But I mean, if it's Saks Fifth Avenue, how can they call you tacky? You know, what do you guys think? Would you live above Saks Fifth Avenue, or live above Neiman Marcus, or live in a Macy's? Like, you know, what do you guys think? Let me know. Next, we have Bloomingdale's had a weekend retreat in Ala Moana, Honolulu, with a special book signing by Rusty Komori. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't know who that was before today, but apparently a professional tennis player, and also a wildly successful author. He has a couple books out. He's on his third book, and he's doing a book signing of the new book, basically like self-help and ways to improve in life, you know, how to reach your goals. Definitely, you know, self-motivation. Really dig it. So, you know, I'm into that. It's right up my alley. Speaking of pop-ups, Forbes also did a piece on, or an article describing how Harrods is leading the charge. Harrods, the department store, fragrance store, is leading the charge in pop-ups in the beauty market, which I actually think is pretty cool, because we need more pop-up locations. We need more places to access our you know, fragrances and, you know, beauty supplies and whatnot. So, because not everybody can make it to a Bloomingdale's or a Saks Fifth Avenue or a Neiman Marcus, you know, not everybody can make it to a Macy's. So, you know, it's nice to have different pop-ups in more places. You know, it's better for the fragrance community as a whole. But yeah, man, that's all the fragrance news I have for you guys this week. But as promised, I have perfume porn, and this is going to be my top 5 beautiful bottle designs for the week. Starting off with number 5, we have Diorisimo from Dior. Number 4, Alien Hypersense from Thierry Mugler. Number 3, Paco Rabanne's Fame Intense. In the top 2, man, this was difficult. This was hard, man. It was really neck and neck, but the number 1 just was really so unique, and I really had my eye on it since I just love at first sight. So number 2, we're going with Jafra Sweetie Rainbow. Beautiful bottle. Love the whole cupcake design. It's just unique. Just everything about it unique. But speaking of unique, special, blow your socks off, we have Emmanuel Ungaro's Cosmic. And I love this fragrance, man. About to pop it up on the screen for you guys. Love the, not the fragrance, I love the actual bottle design. I don't know what the fragrance smells like yet, admittedly, but I actually do have a link for you guys down low in the description, so you can check out a review on the fragrance from Fragrantica. It's actually goes in depth, giving you the notes and, you know, the concept behind the fragrance. How it's like really was going for a futuristic feel, really going for out of this world, you know, something just unique, you know, something never seen before. And I really think that's what this is. I really thought it was dope, and I love the bottle design. But man, that's all the time I have for you guys this week. Man, holler at me down low in the comments, man. Hit me up down low in the comments. Let me know what you guys most anticipated or most hype fragrances that's coming up. Mine was definitely the Pepe Addictive. I'm really looking forward to those. The bottle design really got me, and the Versace Eros Energy. Will you be wearing the KSC cologne to the next barbecue? Man, let me know down low in the comments. What about the vintage Chanel for $62,000? The Chanel number 5, man. How much is too much to spend on a cologne or on a piece of history? The Ulta CEO for Ulta Beauty. Do you even care that they were being sued if they were being sued? And would you live above a Saks Fifth Avenue or above a department store, man? All things down low in the comments, man. Let's start this conversation. Let me know. It's Sunday, man. We don't got nothing better to do. But yeah, man, I'll see you guys next week and in the comments.